अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैं हूँ शेब तबानी.
I'm Saad Tabani.
Yes, Saad.
So the latest breaking news that's coming out is that the PCB have decided, according to sources, that Babarazam and muhammedrizwan, their central contracts will have a demotion. So they get paid the same salary, but then have a demotion. I don't understand what the PCB is doing, but this is the latest news that's coming out, and this is because of the recent performances of Pakistan in the World Cup. And we see the Pakistan cricket team is going down in terms of performances, in terms of game awareness, in many ways, and grouping, and PCB are kind of trying to keep Babar and Rizwan away from certain matters and trying to restrict their powers in the Pakistan cricket team dressing room. And I think this is the right decision, because when there's too much player power, it leads to the destruction of the team performances. And then sometimes the youngsters in the team, the new players, they have that fear because of the senior players. So I think the senior players, they need to have their power a bit less. The PCB needs to take some big and bold decisions, and one of the big decisions the PCB is going to take is the demotion of Babarazam and muhammedrizwan central contract. But I personally believe that at the same time you could also decrease the salary as well, seeing as the performances are shocking in the World Cup. I mean, you couldn't qualify to a Super 8, and USA can qualify and they're playing. Pakistan is not in the Super 8. Shocking.
तो मुबश्शिर लुकमान ने जो इल्जामात लगाए थे, उसके जवाबी इल्जामात पर बाबर जो है वो अभी कोर्ट में जा रहे हैं, और ये बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है, इनको लेके जाना चाहिए कोर्ट में. टीम हमारी हार चुकी है, लेकिन उनको इस तरह से बदनाम करना मीडिया पे, आपने इल्जाम पहले कितने मतलब हमारे प्लेयर इस तरह से ना उनका करियर तबाह हो चुका है. तो बाबर आजम हमारे एक बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर हैं, ठीक है, हार चुके हैं. रिजवान भी बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर हैं, लेकिन हम इस तरह के इल्जामात उनके ऊपर नहीं लगा सकते, इसकी इजाजत नहीं देते. कोर्ट में वो जाएंगे और इसका फिर हर जाने का नोटिस भी उनकी तरफ भेजेंगे. तो साथ आपके पास क्या न्यूज़ है?
I personally believe Babarazam is making the right decision. Muhammad was too much personal and big allegations you made. You accused Babarazam of doing match fixing. I mean, that's nonsense and that's not good. So I think Babarazam is making the right decision by doing a case on Muhammad. Also, the next news that's coming out is that Azhari's statement on Umar Usman and Amir Shahzad. Azhari says that they weren't managed properly and they were more talented than the other players were, than himself as well. And he believed that if they were handled properly, and if there was less focus on their fitness issues and maybe off the field issues, and more focus on how talented they were, then, and if they were managed properly and handled properly, then the PCB could have had better players than Umar Akmal and Shahzad, better performances, and it could have contributed better to Pakistan cricket. And I personally believe that to an extent I agree with that management of players is important, not just Umar Akmal and Shahzad. I agree with other players as well. There's so much talent in Pakistan, but sometimes the management, when you're at the highest level, international cricket, there are many pressures. You have to handle the media, you have to handle the pressure of ex-cricketers, journalists, and all of that. So I think you have to have a certain grooming, maybe a sports psychologist, which with the team would be beneficial, seeing as it could help the players focus more on cricket and probably give them more confidence and motivation. And this could be good for Pakistan cricket.
देखो जी, 5, 6, 7 साल उनके जाया होने के बाद PSL में भी अहमद शहजाद को भी नहीं ले रहे वो, ठीक है. अभी इनको उमर अकमल भी याद आ रहा है, जो बहुत अच्छा प्लेयर था. इनको इन प्लेयर्स को उन्होंने जाया किया. पहली सेंचुरी बनाने वाला हमारा अहमद शहजाद था, बड़ी अच्छी बैटिंग करता था और मुश्किल हालात में वो टीम में रहा है, लेकिन इन्होंने बिल्कुल साइड पे कर दिया. अभी इनको वो सारे याद आ रहे हैं. क्या उमर अकमल बहुत अच्छा मिडल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन नहीं था हमारे पास? लेकिन क्या हुआ, बाबर का नाम, बाबर अच्छा है भाई, मानते हैं अच्छा है, ठीक है. इसी तरह रिजवान अच्छा है, लेकिन मिडल में भी तो आपको बंदे चाहिए. वो 2 बंदों की बेस पे आपने मतलब सारा मैच तो नहीं जीतना. आज देखिए इंग्लैंड के साथ क्या हुआ, कि इंग्लैंड एक टाइम इतना डिफिकल्ट मैच था उनके लिए, विकेट भी अच्छी इतनी नहीं थी, एक टाइम पता लगता था कि जीत जाएंगे, लेकिन क्या हुआ कि एंड पे फिनिशर उनके पास नहीं था, फिनिश नहीं कर सके, मैच उनके हाथ में आ गया था. साथ
the batsman got out at the wrong time, Livingston and Harry Brook got out at the wrong time. They were taking it deep and they were hitting they were getting 12 to 13 and over. We even saw they got 17 and over as well, and they got 21 and over against Boardman. I think that's how you say it. So England took the game close and they were in a good position to win, but it was that last over that was very crucial. and we saw that England lost the game in the last over because their finishers, their main players who were striking the ball very well, who were hitting the full tosses like Liam Livingstone, they got out at the wrong time, and this led to England's downfall in the match against South Africa, and South Africa got back in the game where England needed 14 of the last over, but Sam Curran was not able to get the job done, and this is how England lost the game.
मैच पे उनकी ग्रिप बड़ी हो चुकी थी, एक टाइम में तो मतलब 13 के करीब एवरेज थी, उसके बाद एक टाइम हुआ कि वो बिल्कुल कंट्रोल में आ चुका था मैच, लेकिन बस वो रॉन्ग टाइम पे उनकी विकेट्स गिर गई और एंड पे कोई फिनिशर उनके पास नहीं था कि 2-3 छक्के लगा सके। बहरहाल ये तो हुई बातें जी, और उसके बाद ये है कि अभी जो कल का मैच है साथ, बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है कल।
The big match tomorrow, USA vs West Indies. USA, I mean, they've been in very good form. We've seen in the when they were playing in New York and in the other venues, they done very well. They caught Pakistan a tough time, they caught India a tough time, and they will be versus the West Indies. So this will be a good competition to watch, and let's see who wins. Also, the latest there's another news that's coming out is that Mohsin Naqvi will be doing a press conference soon, and he'll be announcing a new selection committee. I mean, the selection committee you had before 9 selectors. I mean, they couldn't select a proper team. That's embarrassing. You can't. If you have 9 selectors and those selectors who have played many matches in Pakistan, if they can't select a middle order and they select 5 openers in the team, then that's shocking. Then maybe you might as well put a fan and selectors, someone who can do a better job. I mean, someone professional who follows Pakistan cricket deeply, maybe lower down in the system in domestic cricket, someone with experience and knows the right process and right criteria of selection and has a good eye of talent. I mean, if you're going to bring a new selection committee, bring someone who has good eye on talent, who knows how to give consistent chances. So the latest news that's coming out, the selection committee is going to be terminated. Muhammedrizwan might stay as a selector because of his relations with Mohsin Naqvi, but personally I believe he should be sacked as well. So let's see what happens. The press conference will be done soon. Gary Custer will be coming as well, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, inshallah मिलते हैं some more news के साथ. Allah Hafiz.